Hello, my wonderful Scorpios. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Two of Pentacles wanted to show itself here. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords and the Lovers. A decision is being finalized, or if a decision is not being made, a decision is going to be made. Like, for example, if you feel like you are connecting with someone, but it doesn't feel tangible, or this person, they're in a very indecisive energy, then you might be making a decision for them, or something is going to happen by default, because it seems to me that there's some sort of a lesson behind this connection here. Again, I don't mean that in a negative way or in a way where you're not going to connect with this person ever again or anything dramatic, but it is like a very strong energy of, I need to make a decision, or a decision needs to be made, because we can't just keep stalling or going like this, going on like this, because it's going to backfire on us. There's some sort of a lesson behind a very, very potent connection here. You could be dealing with a Gemini. I'm going to start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. Okay. King of Wands. Very fiery energy here. You guys could have fire placements. Doesn't have to be the case, but you know, this is someone who's highly attracted to you and they're feeling very drawn to you. And here's what I will say, guys. Again, it seems to me that they feel connected to you, they feel drawn to you, but there's some sort of a decision that is not being made, or there's some sort of a shift that you're wanting to see, but maybe you feel like the energy is stagnant instead. They're very fixated on you this week, though. So, like, they could be just paying attention to what you're doing, or just, you know, paying attention to the details. If you're connecting with this person, just really trying to figure you out. Two of Cups and the Magician in the challenge position. Wow. I don't really see that as a challenge. I see it as, you know, someone who is in love with you, trying to connect with you, or is thinking about a higher level of commitment. And even though they feel like they have what it takes to change, you know, or create a shift in this dynamic, I feel like there could be a bit of a hesitant energy, or they're just feeling a bit anxious. Like, I don't really see a major block as of yet. It's more like they're feeling connected to you. They're thinking about a connection. They feel like they have what it takes to do that, or have a connection with you, or pursue you, but there is a little bit of a hesitant energy, which means there could be a level of uncertainty, or this person genuinely just feels a little bit anxious, or they're fearing, you know, something not working out the way that they want it to. Two of Pentacles for how you're viewing them. Yeah, you feel like this person's indecisive, or you feel like it, you know, the situation has been stagnant because you're wanting this person to make a decision, but it has been a very back and forth energy. You may even feel like the connection with this person, like they're either like inconsistent, or it's a very on and off connection. But when you guys do connect with each other, you may feel on top of the world, or you may feel like this is a great connection and I love being with this person. But then, you know, when you're not, you know, connecting with this person, you start to think, what is this situation, or what's going to come out of this situation? And I think that's what causes a bit of inner conflict here, because you're viewing them as either being in between worlds, or there's like this very in and out energy. And you feel like there's a lack of certainty, or there's a lack of balance, because a decision is not being made. And that's coming through very strongly here. Yeah, so we have the Four of Cups in your feelings, and we have the Star card. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Something causing you to lose interest or have a shift in like your emotions. Because Four of Cups is when you're not satisfied in the current moment, but it could also be when you're like turning your back towards a situation because you're like, you know what, this is not resulting in what I wanted to, or I don't feel the same way because I feel like I've been waiting for something for so long, or I feel like this has been stagnant for so long. So, like, there is a shift in your emotions. And with the star card, it's like a part of you knows that what you have with this person is something that you deeply desire. But the Four of Cups is like, okay, am I being realistic with myself? Am I just fantasizing or falling in love with potential, or could this actually be something here? Because Four of Cups in the Star card, guys, could also be like a very like fantasizing kind of energy or a dreamy energy where you feel like, yes, I feel connected to this person. Yes, I can see where things could potentially go between the both of us, but it seems like there's a lot more going on in your mind or your emotions than the reality of this connection. And that could be the reason why you're A, either losing interest, or B, feeling like this is not something that feels tangible. So I don't want to continue focusing on it. Like, it feels very good to think about, but you feel like there's not much being done about it in the 3D is what I'm getting at. The Three of Pentacles in your feelings and the Ten of Cups. Yeah. Like, you're like, I want a connection, but we need to work something out. I need to see some sort of proof. Three of Pentacles is quite literally like a discussion or a negotiation. Ten of Cups is like wanting a commitment, right? Viewing this person as someone who makes you very happy. But the Pentacle energy in general, it's a tangible energy. It's like practical effort. So I think the main thing that you're wanting this week is to work something out with this person, sure, but you're actually wanting something to be done about it, which means you can sense the emotions between the both of you, but you feel like this person's A, either completely stagnant with you, or B, this week in particular, they're stagnant because you can tell that they're going, back and forth, or they're in between worlds and struggling to make a decision. And plain and simple, some of you just may feel like this connection is going to be stuck until a decision is made. And so with the Three of Pentacles, it's like, let's talk about this. Let's discuss this. See if we can actually work on this and it can lead to a commitment, or is it something where it's all in my mind, or is it something where it seems, like it's going to work out, but there's not enough that's going on in the actual connection, or in the 3D here. It's like you want to spend more quality time with this person, or you want to, there's something here where you're like, I want this to feel more real. I want this to feel more tangible. And I'm getting that very strongly in your energy. So the Seven of Pentacles is clarifying the Two of Cups, and the King of Pentacles is clarifying the Magician. So this is someone who is observing the situation. They're very analytical of you this week, not in a negative way, but just looking at the situation and seeing what has worked between the both of you and maybe where there's room for improvements. But this is someone who is taking their time with making a decision also. Like, they are focused on stability. It could even be someone who's well off with the King of Pentacles. But with the Seven of Pentacles, that's really when you're analyzing a situation. You're saying, okay, here's where there's room for improvement. You're looking at, what you would have to invest. You're hoping that it's going to be worth it as well. And you're trying to do things the right way because you're avoiding a situation from backfiring on you. So I feel like that's why those two cards are in the challenge position for your person this week, where it's like they want stability with you. They are analyzing the situation, but they're really thinking about things thoroughly. And that could be the reason why there's a delay, or you feel like things are, taking a while to kind of get off the ground here. And I will say with the King of Pentacles, like, as well as the Seven of Pentacles, that could be, an energy of taking a while to make a decision. But then once you make the decision, you're firm in it. It's not really like a impulsive decision where you're going to say something today and go back on it in a few days. So, just a little heads up for those of you that are like, okay, is this person in the process of making a decision? I do feel like they are, but they're also taking, their time with making the decision because they don't want to go back on something that, like, they don't want to go back on their word or something that they promise or tell you here. So in their feelings, we have the Three of Cups and we have the World card. I feel like this is someone who wants to feel closer to you genuinely, like emotionally, but also Three of Cups could be wanting to take you out, spend more time with you, just quality time together. But I feel like there's an energy of them wanting to really just feel closer to you emotionally, possibly even wanting you to open up to them as well. And that's the change that they want to see with the World card. We also have the Devil in their feelings and the Six of Wands. Very determined is what I will say, and it's stemming from a space of like feeling very, not only connected to you or attracted to you. It's like they can't stop thinking about you. Devil could be when you're like obsessing over a specific outcome, or you're obsessing over something or someone. And the devil could obviously also speak about something that's negatively impacting the connection here. Six of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Especially with the World card and the Wheel of Fortune in their feelings and Six of Wands, they feel like they're coming out of a very, like a situation that cause them to feel very restricted. It could even be someone who's very proud of a change that they're making. So, like with the devil, if it's like a behavioral pattern, if it's like addictions or something else that they're battling, it's like the fact that they're able to overcome that or overcome that obstacle. They feel very proud of themselves, or they're happy that they were able to overcome a very difficult part in their life that somehow affected the situation with you. Now, the other thing with the Three of Cups and the Devil could quite literally be someone who is removing themselves from a third party situation or making a decision here where they're choosing to focus on a connection with you and possibly choosing to disconnect from another connection, right? Third party doesn't always have to be another lover, but it could be a friend, a family member, but that energy is somehow impacting the connection here. So it's like, I am going to release myself or let go of what's in the way of this connection so I can fully go towards Scorpio. And they're actually proud of the change that they're making because it's not a change that they were able to make overnight. So you're going to know your situation better than I will. But for example, if it's like needing to relocate, if it's needing to cut ties with someone that is draining them, it's something that they couldn't do right away, but they have now. And they feel proud of that change, is what I see here. You could be dealing with another fixed sign like yourself. So another Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, or Taurus. And the Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune Devil card, it's actually a positive energy because it's, again, coming out of a space of feeling very restricted, even if it's like you being in your own way. So they're feeling more free, is what I see. We have the High Priestess as well as the Seven of Wands in the potential outcome. What's the High Priestess? The Moon card, the Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, I do see communication, not right away though, because High Priestess is being clarified by the Moon, which I could read this two ways. There could be some sort of silence that continues prior to communication between the both of you where it's very fast moving. But I also see it here as like when this person connects with you with the Seven of Wands, it may take some time for you to warm up to them again or like let down some sort of a guard. Because what I see is like, things picking up the pace, like, the both of you reconnecting, but it takes a while for things to like, start to progress again because Seven of Wands is being very cautious of a situation. It's like not fully opening up or having some sort of a guard up because you're expecting something to throw you off, or you're expecting maybe like there's a focus on the past, right? So it could be that you're like, okay, I don't want to repeat that, or I don't want to be hurt again. So there's a little bit of a guard here. But I do see like communication after silence. I also see that an energy here could have a difficult time opening up initially. It doesn't mean that you guys are not going to connect or open up to each other, but initially it could be, if you're resonating with that energy and this person connects with you, it could be that you're like very skeptical, or you're not really allowing this person to have access to you entirely right away here. So I do see that as well. And we have the Page of Wands. Yeah. So I feel like it is communication that's going to make you happy. You guys are definitely going to reconnect. I don't see this as like some like a cycle closing out and it being finalized or being like an ending where, the both of you are not, not speaking again or anything of that sort. I more so see it as, yes, there is a stagnant period. Yes, it is someone who is, in the process of making a decision, but because they've released something or let go of something, it is helping them feel that they can move forward. And the reason, and that is stemming from a place of feeling free. So I do feel like there were some sort of restrictions that this person felt in this connection when it came to fully pursuing you or, being open with you here. So again, I do feel like you may take some time to open up to them or warm up to them, but the High Priestess and the Moon card lets me know that, as well as the Eight of Wands. This is communication they have been thinking about for quite some time. And I will even say there's something coming out about your intuition being heightened as well. So it could be like you have a gut feeling this person is going to reach out to you, or you think of this person and then you receive a message from them. There's something that you feel, or you can sense something happening before it actually does, is what I'm getting at. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.